24 ਦੇ ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ 'ਚ ਮੈਂ ਹਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਹੋਸਟ ਪਾਲ ਚੀਮਾ। ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਬਹੁਤ-ਬਹੁਤ ਸਵਾਗਤ ਹੈ ਇਸ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਵਿੱਚ। ਮੈਨੂੰ ਉਮੀਦ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਹੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਚੰਗਾ ਲੱਗੇਗਾ। ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਇੱਕ ਬੜੇ ਹੀ ਸੀਨੀਅਰ ਰੀਅਲਟਰ ਫਰੋਮ Saskatoon. He joined us and we'd like to hear what he has to say about the market in Saskatoon. How much money you need to buy a very good home in Saskatoon. Cam Bird is a famous name. He he works a lot in Saskatoon, and if you need any help, you can call Cam Bird at 306-221-0654. You will hear him in the later segment of this program. We have actually a nice segment for you to watch and understand the market dynamics, how they are acting out. Was February the peak month in Saskatoon? So, speaking with Cam, I figured out that the peak months are different for different provinces. So we had a little chit chat yesterday about this broadcast. So you will soon hear him in maybe 20-30 minutes. But before that, I would like to share what's going on in the market. The data on the left side has been updated for the composite market values. But again, the data is derived from TREB's MLS system and is not warranted or guaranteed for accuracy at all. If you need further details and according to your plan of action, please feel free to call me if you are not being represented by any realtor or real estate brokerages. If you are represented by anyone, then please try to contact your realtor or your agent. To reach out to me, my phone number is 647-333-2273. ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਦੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸੱਜਣ ਅੱਜ ਆਪਣਾ ਜਨਮ ਦਿਨ ਮਨਾ ਰਹੇ ਆ, anyone who has their birthdays today or their anniversaries, they are celebrating their anniversaries, or they are celebrating the birth of a newborn in their family. Well, congratulations to each and every one of you. And at the same time, I will add one more. If you closed your house yesterday or you are closing your house today, then many congratulations to you, because buying a house these days has become a game of thrones. So it is becoming difficult every passing day. It is a game of thrones actually, because it is throwing people away from home ownership. So thorns actually, or thrones, game of thorns. So it's all like the roses come with thorns. So basically, what is something that spoils people's lives and future? It is anger. Anger is the root cause of so many problems you can't even fathom. A 1 minute's anger can take away 60 seconds of your life. That's true. Just understand the magnitude. Don't start converting minutes into seconds. I have been sharing quotes on angers, quotes on life for the past few days. Today, I'm going to share the quote by Gautam Buddha. Who doesn't know Gautam Buddha? Or if you don't know, well, you know where I go on Wikipedia, and this is where I pull information. Gautam Buddha, also known or Shakyamuni, and the Buddha, India, who lived during 6th or 5th century BCE. He was the founder of Buddhism and is revered by Buddhists as a fully enlightened being who taught a path to nirvana, freedom from ignorance, craving, rebirth, and suffering. It is said that Buddha was born in Lumbini, which is now in Nepal. And the parents were high-born parents. And Buddha left his home in search of peace or to follow the ascetic path. He got nirvana at Goa, Bodh Gaya, where you can see a huge temple built in reverence. The Buddha, after he got enlightened, wandered through the lower Gan- Gangetic plain, teaching and building monastic order. He taught a middle way between sensual indulgence and severe asceticism. So he said, okay, those are two extremes. Let's take the middle path. A training of the mind that included ethnical training and meditative practices such as effort, mindfulness, and jhana. He died in Kushinagar, attaining parinirvana. The Buddha has since been venerated by numerous religions and communities across Asia. Several centuries after Buddha's death, his teachings were compiled, and then his monastic practice was all compiled. People follow Buddha to the core of their heart. So Buddha spoke about anger, and the quote is showing up on your screen. He says, holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one who gets burned. If you are holding a red hot coal in your hand, guess what? Who gets burned first? You. So anger in any form is never recommended. Keep happy, forgive people if they do something wrong to you, and just carry on with your life. That thought, I will just run a quick ad for my friends who run businesses, and then we'll come back with information about housing and mortgage. Stay with me for a minute. Are you looking for a reliable legal office that can handle your closing in the most effective manner? If yes, please get in touch with Rakesh Joshi at 416-213-8600. Joshi Law Office provides all the legal advices about real estate law, business law, immigration laws, notarization and affidavits, wills and trust. Give them a call today, 416-213-8600. Are you looking for reliable immigration services? If yes, contact Sukhi Paul at 647-296-4575 or office phone number 905-790-8877. They are located at 219-220 at 7956 Torban Road. It's right at the intersection of Torban Road and Steeles Avenue West. Contact them for all kind of visa services. Finding an honest and diligent insurance and investment advisor is a rarity these days. If you are looking for great advice, contact Mr. Bhupendra Mane, who is the regional director of Cosmos Financial Center. They are located at Union number 8, 6229. Give them a call today. Is your business suffering from performance? If yes, it is the right time to call Ravinder Duggi at 416-807-7986. She will find out the weak points and the points where the performance issues are paramount and help you fix those issues. Give her a call today. Do not be late. Are you looking to buy or sell your home or any commercial real estate? If yes, call me today at 647-333-2273 or 647-328-3279. I provide services in real estate and mortgages. I am mortgage broker with Akal Mortgages Inc., where when we say yes, we stand behind our promise. Reach out to me today. Do you want to shop right without burning your pockets? If yes, please visit Monisha Discount Warehouse at 377 Burnhamthorpe Road, East Mississauga, Ontario. They are the best. They have all kind of Indian, Pakistani and other local stuff that you can buy at literally throwaway prices. Contact them at 905-361-0773. Monisha Discount Warehouse. D.P. Jain is a well-known name in the fields of accounting. You can contact him today at his cell number 416-305-0080 or his office number 905-790-9327. Once you start working with him, you will never want to leave him. He is five-star professional. Call him today. D.P. Jain Professional Corporation. PC24 TV is heard over so many different channels. If you want to promote your business for free, call me at 647-333-2273. You can also send your artwork to contact@paulcheema.com. We are here to be partners in your business success. 647-333-2273. PC24 TV 'ਚ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਮੁੜ ਤੋਂ ਸਵਾਗਤ ਹੈ ਜੀ। ਅੱਜ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੱਕ ਸੱਜਣ ਨੂੰ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਮਿਸਟਰ ਕੈਮ ਬਰਡ ਹੈ। ਹੀ ਇਜ਼ ਫਰਮ Saskatoon. He will talk about the market dynamics in Saskatoon and how much money you need to buy a great home there. So you will be astonished when he shares the information. We had a brief chat yesterday. You will hear him very soon. Should you have any question for Cam, please feel free to reach out to him at 306-221-0654. He would be happy to answer any question you may have in Saskatoon. So as far as the market is concerned, we did speak about market in Peel region yesterday, and today I would like to talk about some municipalities in the York region. The most preferred municipality that people are actually ask us for, and they are like Whitchurch, Stouffville, Vaughan, Richmond Hill, Newmarket, Markham. These are some places where most of population they like to shift. I'm not saying people don't move to Georgina or other municipalities in York region, but these are some of the top ones that I see people often asking us to find a home for them. In Aurora, and the average price as on 20 sorry, I have to go to the latest. As on 21st of August, the average price of Aurora home is reported as $182,264,000. And in July, which is just a few days behind, it used to be $1.37 million. So from $1.37 million, Aurora is selling for $1.18 million. There's a dip in the market. And in Markham, the average selling price of home is $1.3 I'm not going to the whole 7 digits there. But if you look at Markham in the month of July, it used to be close to $1.23 million. So Markham has changed from $1.23 million to $1.301 million, means it has gone up. Newmarket average homes now are selling for homes on an average are selling for $1,058,000. But in the month of July, Newmarket was selling for $1.13 million, more or less, just rounding off to the nearest million. So in July, Richmond Hill was selling for $1.445 million, and Richmond Hill now is selling for $1.402 million, about 43,000 dollars less. This is a composite benchmark. We will go to the pricing of the details in other houses in a short while. Whitchurch Storefield, as of 21st August, the average home price there was $1.435 million. It's a composite average price, means all houses they make up this average. But in July, Storefield was lesser than this. It was the numbers went on the higher side. If we look at Aurora now, Aurora has come down in price. In July, the average price in Aurora was $1.371 million. Today, as of 21st August, the average price is $1.182 million. Looking at the semi-detached prices, on an average, it was $963,000, more or less. And the detached homes are selling for $1.43 million now, as of 21st August 2022. Condo townhouses have been selling for an average price of $786,000, while apartments are selling between $666,000 or $670,000. Row houses, attached or townhomes, which are freehold, they are selling on an average for $973,000 in Aurora, and the maximum sold price for a townhome there was $1.25 million for a townhome. Overall, as of 21st August, there were 59 sales and 140 houses are active. 59 houses are being consumed by the community. 140 are available. If you look at the inventory, it is about 2.37 months of inventory. That means it is not a buyer's market yet there. It is still more or less balanced or close to balance. People are still getting the price they wanted. This is Aurora. Aurora has gone up significantly. In Markham, the semi-detached homes are selling for $1.159 million on an average. The highest sale price of a semi in Markham is close to $1.265 million. Out of 27 homes are available, only 15 have been sold. They are active listing at 27, 15, so that is less than 2 months of inventory for the semi-detached homes. Linked homes. The linked homes are the ones which are connected either through garage or through common foundation. But they look like they are detached homes from when you look at from the surface, on the street. Average price of linked homes is $1.2 million, more or less, and the highest selling price for a linked home in Markham went up to 1.36. An average price of $1.664 million, while the maximum price was 3.2, up north of $3.2 million. Condo townhomes in Markham are going for an average price of $900,000, with highest sale price being $1.605 million. No cooperative home sales. Attached row townhouses, which are freehold, are selling for $1.24 million on an average. The highest price of a row house or townhome in Markham is recorded as $1.72 million. So 183 houses have sold, 491 are available. We are slightly between 2 and 3 months of inventory. If you divide available homes to 491, 2.68 months of inventory on an average, so it's holding pretty steady. New market. In new market, the detached homes are selling for $1.3 million, more or less, on an average, while semis are selling for $808,000. Highest selling price of semi in new market is close to $1.2 million, and detached home maximum sale price is $3.3 million, upward of this price. Row houses, townhouses are selling for average $908,000 in a new market. Highest price is $1,050,000. Richmond Hill is another preferred municipality. Semis have been selling for $950,000 on an average, more or less. Highest price for semi is recorded as $1.22 million. Detached homes are selling, I think this is the maximum price here, $1.82 million and higher. Maximum detached sale price recorded is, you will be astonished, $4.6 million. Row houses are selling on an average for $1.2 million. Maximum sale price of a row house is $1.7 million. This is in Richmond Hill. In Whitcher, Stovefield, semi-detached homes, there is only one sale, so sold for $860,000. Detached homes selling on an average for $1.623 million. Highest price of a detached home that sold in Whitcher, Stovefield is $3.9 million. Row houses are selling for $911,000 on an average. Highest sale price of a row house or townhome is $980,000 in Whitcher, Stovefield. So that means preferred houses there are detached homes, and I can tell you there are bigger lots than you can imagine. In York region, one more municipality I would like to add is Vaughan. In Vaughan, the average price is at this point $1.25 million. Higher than this actually. Semis are selling for $1.12 million on an average, while maximum semi price was $1.338 million. Detached homes are selling for $1.67 million. Highest price is $3.6 million. And row houses or townhouses are selling for an average of $1,115,000. And the maximum price is $1.7 million in Vaughan. So how do you like this briefing about the house price in York region? I have been asked to give such information. That's why I give this information. And if you talk about the housing affordability, we spoke that housing affordability became worst in quarter 1. But in quarter 2, it also became, it didn't improve, it further worsened. But they say it could improve due to falling home prices. This is a report by Canadian Mortgage Trends. Housing affordability in Canada reached its worst in 40 years in the second quarter, shortly after home prices peaked, and as interest mortgage rates started to rise. That is as per NBC, National Bank of Canada. But with home prices coming down significantly in certain markets and stabilizing of fixed mortgage rates, rate increases, affordability should begin to improve. This is further would be able to buy their, and I hope of our OSFI, Office of Superintendent of Financial Institution, takes proactive steps to remove the stress test or lower it or make some changes to it, so people are not forced to pay 200 basis points over the contract rate. That is a killer qualifying rate. Bank of England has altogether removed stress test, but they do have other criteria, and which kind of helps them monitor how many mortgages should be issued to people who fall in this bracket. And as per the report, it says we are not seeing a considerable slowdown on the resale market, with home sales now 12.8% below their 10-year average. This development, combined with a stabilization of the benchmark's 5-year mortgage rate, should improve affordability before the year ends. That is a good news, guys, that by end of this year, many people would be able to jump into home purchase or home ownership. And the rising rates are the only thing to blame for deterioration in the affordability. 5-year benchmark rate used to calculate affordability metrics rose 123 basis points in quarter 2 alone, the largest quarterly increase since 1994. And this has propelled the benchmark mortgage rates to the highest level since 2011. People who got mortgage for 6% around 2006 7, they wouldn't be astonished with these rates. But people who got into home ownership just couple maybe within 2022, well, they are definitely going to reel under the pressure. It will be stressful for them. So the increase has propelled a benchmark mortgage rate to go to the highest levels since 2011. To give an idea of a scale, a 123 basis point increase represents a surge of 14.4% for mortgage payments on the national composite, or an extra $500 a month, assuming no change in house prices. This is how it is calculated. And it says 40% of Canadians are concerned that they have too much debt, which is so true. But anyways, please give me a quick break. I will be back with our session with Cam Bird. We'll welcome him very soon. Thank you very much for staying with PC24 RE If you're watching it on YouTube, kindly like the channel, subscribe to it, and share with your friends. Thank you. Are you looking for a reliable legal office that can handle your closing in the most effective manner? If yes, please get in touch with Rakesh Joshi at 416-213-8600. Joshi Law Office provides all the legal advices about real estate law, business law, immigration laws, notarization and affidavits, wills and trust. Give them a call today, 416-213-8600. Are you looking for reliable immigration services? If yes, contact Sukhi Paul at 647-296-4575 or office phone number 905-790-8877. They are located at 219-220 at 7956 Torban Road. It's right at the intersection of Torban Road and Steeles Avenue West. Contact them for all kind of visa services. Finding an honest and diligent insurance and investment advisor is a rarity these days. If you are looking for great advice, contact Mr. Bhupendra Mane, who is the regional director of Cosmos Financial Center. They are located at Union number 830 Top Flight Drive, Mississauga. The phone number to call is 647-448-6229. Give them a call today. Is your business suffering from performance? If yes, it is the right time to call Ravinder Duggi at 416-807-7986. She will find out the weak points and the points where the performance issues are paramount and help you fix those issues. Give her a call today. Do not be late. Are you looking to buy or sell your home or any commercial real estate? If yes, call me today at 647 333 2273 or 647 328 3279. I provide services in real estate and mortgages. I am mortgage broker with Akal Mortgages Inc., where when we say yes, we stand behind our promise. Reach out to me today. Do you want to shop right without burning your pockets? If yes, please visit Monisha Discount Warehouse at 377 Burnhamthorpe Road, East Mississauga, Ontario. They are the best. They have all kind of Indian, Pakistani and other local stuff that you can buy at literally throwaway prices. Contact them at 905-361-0773. Monisha Discount Warehouse. D.P. Jain is a well-known name in the fields of accounting. You can contact him today at his cell number 416-305-0080 or his office number 905-790-9327. Once you start working with him, you will never want to leave him. He is five-star professional. Call him today. D.P. Jain Professional Corporation. PC24 RETV is heard over so many different channels. If you want to promote your business for free, call me at 647 333 2273. You can also send your artwork to contact@paulcheema.com. We are here to be partners in your business success. 647 333 2273. Max for as long as I remember. The top producer in that region, and we'll see how the market is going in his marketplace. As you are aware, in the region of Peel or Greater Toronto area, the houses have been going down in price every other day. I keep telling you that if you are buying a house today, nobody should stop you from doing that. But try to buy your house at future price. Because 3 months down the lane, the house that you purchase at today's price will likely be 5-6% below today's price. So do not feel bad when the appraisal comes down because you didn't do your work right. So today is the time you think about future price. So if someone is asking you to put an offer of $100,000, try to take 6% off it and see if that works. If the seller refuses you that privilege, that's okay. Try to put in a clause that says, if the appraisal comes below this number, then the seller will adjust the price. Well, you can take some random number. Let's say the appraisal goes shorter by $80,000 and you can only pay $30,000. So you can add a clause that says, if the appraised value of the property is more than $30,000, lesser than asking price, the seller will adjust the price. With that thing in mind and that clause on the offer, you will be protected if the offer comes low. And at the same time, the seller will be very careful to take his next step because he is going to do exactly the same thing you are doing on his offer. Make sure you are well protected. If your agent is not aware of it, please bring it to his notice. Thank you very much. And let me introduce Cam Bird and we'll hear from him how the market is running in his neighborhood. Welcome, Mr. Cam Bird. It's a privilege hosting you, sir. Thank you very much.
Well, thanks for having me, Paul. It's great to see you and hear from you. It's always a pleasure.
Well, I know you had some challenges signing into this program, but you finally made it.
It's been well worth the wait, and I thank you very much for your patience with me. So this gray hair is experience in real estate, but not so much in technology. So thank you for your help, Paul. I do appreciate that.
Cam, how is the market going on? What are you seeing on month-to-month basis?
Well, our market has settled down as it has, I think, pretty much everywhere. We were going through multiple offer situations as you were there. One thing we didn't experience here was the huge gains in house prices. So I understand there was I don't know, huge percentage, like 20%, 30% gain in house prices. Ours didn't gain that much. So the flip side of that is when things slow down and prices slide, they don't slide that terribly much. On your introduction, I heard a very good clause that you were putting in there for homes and in your area of when things are, coming, things are tough, and that's a brilliant phrase, Paul. I got to commend you for that because that's just very insightful. And with interest rates where they're at and where they appear to be going, as interest rates rise, as we know, house prices generally fall. And I think I've been preaching that sermon to all of my sellers. But the other thing to consider is that there's going to be another bump in the interest rates here in September by the sounds of things. This is becoming too habitual for them to be bumping interest rates. However, interest rates get bumped. Those people who are pre-approved are looking to make a purchase now versus having to pay a higher interest rate later. So our market is, through the summer it traditionally slows down here an awful lot, a lot. So it'll be interesting to see what September brings through here. So filling no more multiple offer presentations. But overall, like our average sale price out here, Paul, is, you can buy a very nice home here for, $380,000, $400,000. We do have $1 million properties, but fortunately, or unfortunately, there's not a lot of them that sell all the time. So it's a very affordable place to live in Saskatchewan. Uh, we've got a tremendous opportunity here of we're really a really rich in resources
Mhm.
province. So, but overall, our market, we're still plugging along and still doing our thing and making a few sales here and there. So it's all good.
We have inventory going up every other month. Like at this point in our area, a ballpark sales to new listing ratio is about 40-41%. But then if you
Wow.
break down, then smaller homes have, higher sales to new listing ratio compared to bigger detached homes. So I think the lower end houses are selling faster than the upper end houses, like let's say
Yeah.
over 2,000 square feet or 2,800 square feet houses, which are priced $1.5 million, they lost significantly. Like a house that would be sold for, let's say, $1.6 million in February is selling for $1.1 million now. It's
Wow.
dropped by $500,000.
Wow.
Things are
That's
going really tough. And the thing is, buyers are getting the mindset, okay, let's wait a little longer. But I keep telling them, you might have heard me saying that in the beginning, that if you can buy a house today, buy it today. With interest rate like you pointed out, when they go up, qualifying for a mortgage becomes equally tough. It's like they
absolutely.
get the apple right in front of you. You can grab it. It is within less than arm's reach. You can just grab it even with an angle in your arm. But the wall they built in between apple and you is too heavy, too high to jump across. Now you have
Yeah.
to qualify at a higher rate plus 2%. That's what is going on in our marketplace. The fixed rate interest are close to 5.29%, and variables are also touching 5% now. Its prime rate is 4.7%, with
Yeah.
75 basis point increase that everyone suspects is going to be announced on 7th September will jack up this prime rate a lot. But why do we have stress test? Are you having some issues with buyers who are telling you, hey Cam, we will wait for 3 more months, the house price will go down by 30%? Do you hear that quite often?
Well, we have, I work a lot with the sellers, and the sellers, you know, when you're trying to determine the market value, you can't look at sales that occurred in April and May of this year. You have to
Yes,
go back to July and August to try to do that. It's like trying to catch a ball running down a hill. You have to know where to price it, where that price is going to go. And if we don't adjust and make it a rock star price now, in a month and 2 months time, especially after this new one coming, this new rate that's coming in September, we're going to be taking it. We're going to have to do a bigger reduction again. So I advise my sellers, like, look, price your property at today at or slightly below market value so that you can have your home sold, because in a month's time or 6 weeks time, everybody's going to be at your price, and you're just going to be one of the flock of many houses that are coming for sale. So uh, yeah, it's a difficult situation. Sellers are of the belief, well, my house was worth 500,000 2 months ago. Why can't I price it at 500 now? And
yeah,
it takes a lot of explaining to, because of the damage that higher interest rates cause. Those people that are sitting on the fence waiting for interest rates to bring down house prices, it's not it's not really going to bring down. It's going to bring those prices down, but that's going to, like you said, it's going to make it that much more difficult to qualify. And meanwhile, the rents are going to go up because the landlords have higher interest rates. If their mortgages happen to be coming due, they're going to be having to raise interest rates to cover off those cost increases that they're incurring. So it's you know, my advice is, if you're going to do it now, do it quickly while you can still qualify, because your buying power is going to drop substantially, especially when these new rates and that stress test is really going to really impede the speed of sales, because
yeah.
people they won't be able to afford, right? So yeah, you can't stress that enough. Like, get in it and get on with it, and just close on it, and then put your mind at ease, because it will stabilize. At some point in time, things will stabilize, and then prices will start going back up again. But trying to judge when that's going to happen, like even the
Yeah,
most brilliant financial minds don't know when that's going to be.
I agree. How much market has dropped? Like, was February also your peak month?
I think in April and May, in that time zone,
Mhm.
within that 60-day window, um, but we were still having multiple offer presentations, where we list a property on, say, a Monday, would present on Thursday at noon,
Mhm.
and those that time obviously has come and gone. There's nobody really participating in doing that, but there is a very much a science when it comes to pricing those properties in that process. But that's a thing of the past, and I don't see that happening anytime soon again, as far as an increase or the multiple bids. But yeah, our market peaked, I'm going to say, April, May,
Mm.
February. It's still pretty cold here in February, so we're
So your
kind of
market
been
peaked in
locked.
April. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. It's kind of like the ripple effect. When things happening are strong in say Toronto, it's a ripple effect by the time it gets to Saskatchewan here.
People
So
are moving across provinces these days to avoid high cost, particularly
right.
when the companies they allowed their employees to work from home. Many companies never return to in-person, in office working pattern the way they were doing before. So they said, okay, keep working from your homes for a little longer. So many people have taken this opportunity and moved to places like far off provinces like Saskatchewan or Prince Edward Island
Oh,
on the eastern
yeah,
coast or the western coast, just because they can now handle that. I know a couple of people in my clientele that actually moved away. They are still working in Ontario, but they're working from New Brunswick, uh, St. John's. This
yeah,
is where they are communicating or like electronically, which is such a privilege these days.
yeah. Can you imagine? Like, isn't that just astronomical? How people have been spread out, and we as well have had people move from Ontario to Saskatchewan, as long as they can get good high speed internet to be able to continue to work, which most places have obviously.
Mhm.
Yeah, we saw a lot of that as well. I know we fielded a lot of calls, but people were looking everywhere throughout the province, and we have circular area around Saskatoon for 45 minutes out of the city
Mhm.
is probably our distance. So yeah, that was happening a lot. So, and then the other fun part was doing virtual sales, and thankfully we don't have to do those anymore because those are
Yeah,
always
thank
fun.
God. Yeah.
Yeah, we people spending 650,000 on a property that they don't physically see until the day of possession date. And
But funny
I
though
had
that they were doing it when the market was like red hot in
oh
2017, 18, 2020
yeah
in pandemic. Everyone thought pandemic is going to bring the house values down and it will crash. It went totally in an
opposite.
unpredictable way, and like house prices went up by 50% in pandemic, which was
Yeah,
crazy. Now they're coming back. So
yeah,
the technical world, which looks more decent than saying the housing market is crashing, is called correction. The market is
yeah,
correcting itself. A good
yeah.
word
Oh
to
no,
say.
I know. Yeah, that's exactly where I've been doing this since 1985. I guess I joined Remax in 1990, and I've seen all kinds of shifts in the market, and the sun always comes up the next day,
Mhm.
and people are still looking to home ownership and get their own property and quit paying the landlord's bills and pay their own. So as long as, but before I can't stress enough to people, like they should be jumping into it before these interest rates, and not necessarily to lock in for 5 years. Maybe 4 years is a way to go. It's an unknown, it's unpredictable, but you would know better than I, Paul, as far as rates for even 2 years on how long this is going to go until those interest rates. But I recall when I got into the business, I was selling homes for people that were coming out of 18, 19% interest rates. So to see, the prices were substantially different than they are today.
Yes, absolutely.
But the, the, we're still pretty affordable as far as interest rates wise that,
Yeah, I was going to say that when
yeah,
the
like,
rates were 18, 19%, the house values of maybe 120, $130,000 or
right.
$80,000. So it didn't matter much. We are paying similar kind of payment because the house values went up, rates came down. Now house values are coming down, rates are going up. And this is going to continue till I think end of 2023. I guess it will be two
Yeah.
years before the market rebounds. Cam, Bank of Canada
Yeah.
doesn't care if you buy your house or not. They rather like inequality among people. They want to see people poor, middle class, high class, rich, super rich, or elite class, because this is how they study economics. They have actually created a model. It's a lab in Bank of Canada. So they replicate these numbers, and then they see all about job scenarios, requirement, unemployment, inflation effect. They say that inequality among people, among demographics, is actually very healthy. So they want people to stay poor, middle class, rich. This is capitalistic society. This is how they do the
Wow.
modeling. Actually, I was looking up at Bank of Canada site. There is a full paper on this. If you go to bankofcanada.ca, on the right side column, there you will see this article. Inequality in demographics is a good thing for economy of Canada. I couldn't believe it.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's that's shocking.
it is
Shocking.
very
Like,
shocking. So we are like guinea pigs for them. So they experiment on a lower scale, and then because I do broadcast every day except Sunday. I started taking Sunday off. Educates me,
wow.
and that I just transfer it to audience via this broadcast. And the data are staggering, and it says Bank of Desjardins is projecting the house values will go down up to 25% by 2023. And then RBC, I guess, between 15 and 20%. Another bank is also between 20-22%. So they are expecting the house values go way down than they are today. So buyer
Hmm.
in my market is very scared. I am not sure about your market, but here people are just sitting ducks and waiting till the sword hits them.
When they're and I guess in a higher price market like that, um, you know, we're not, fortunately or unfortunately, whichever way you look at it, we don't like our costs. Yeah, it's going to cost us, our buyers, more money on monthly mortgage payments, but
Mm-hmm.
it's not going to change their life all that terribly much and put them into bankruptcy. But if you're talking $1.5 million mortgages, that can hurt. That's gotta, you have to be planning a whole lot better than if you're living in a modest home that, for four or five hundred
Absolutely.
thousand dollars, that those interest rates can affect. I know
Yeah.
my relatives in Manitoba. They had a farm, and they had, at the time, it was a very large farm, but it was 5,000 acres, and in today's farming economy, that's pretty minor, really. But they lost all of it to interest, like to the banks and
Oh my
foreclosures.
goodness.
So they
That's too
had,
sad.
yeah, well, they
Well,
had
we are
high.
talking to Cam Bird. He's from Saskatoon. If you are looking to buy your property in Saskatoon, please give Cam Bird a call at 306-221-0654. Once again, the phone number to call Cam Bird is 306-221-0654. And I'm pretty sure you will be happy with the services. If you have property to sell there, he's the person to call. Thank you very much. And Cam, we in our area, like I said, I keep saying that people are so scared. Like sellers cannot believe where they are going to put the price now. I just sold a townhome in Kitchener, a city which is about 45 to 60 minutes away from my place. And the house, when these guys contacted me in somewhere in February, in March, I asked them how much you want for your townhome, and he said $1 million. And I was saying, oh really? 1530 square foot house, and they're trying to sell for $1 million. And I just scoffed. I said, really? He said, yeah. Then I looked up. similar townhomes, 3 bedroom, between 15 to 1550 square feet, were selling for $1,069,087,000. But
Wow.
these guys weren't serious, and one day they ended up buying a $1 million home with me, a detached 2,300 square feet house close by. And when I put their house on market, I said, I cannot sell your house for $1 million. We ended up listing that for $850,000, and we were lucky to sell it for $830,000. So
Yeah.
$170,000 plus $60,000 that house was selling. So they sold their house about $230,000 less than what they have got
Right.
in March.
But they could have that. There you go, right back to timing again, right? And nobody knew when this. And I think everybody knew that it was going to end, but when was going to happen, right? So, but I mean, if you look at it in the big picture, if you sell a property and you buy another property, whether it's up or down, you might sell a property for $1 million, and you think, I just won the lottery, and I got, I made $500,000 on this. But then they go out and buy right away, and now they're paying for that $1 million house. They would have paid 1.5 million. So it's
Mm-hmm.
kind of a wash, right? So if the smart money, if they were really like sell it, take their profit, and sit on the sidelines and now jump back into the market, those people, if there are any out there, that's an intelligent way of going. But
Mm-hmm.
I just think that with interest rates rising, and you alluded to that earlier, interest rates rise, and they're going to, then those people are not going to be able to get anywhere close to what they thought they could be able to buy a home.
Absolutely.
And so they're far better off to do it now than to wait. And
Yes.
yes, they'll be able to buy in 6 months' time, but the interest rates are like the stress test is going to put that up. It wouldn't surprise me to see that stress test having to hit 8.5 to 9% by the end of this year, and
Yep.
now try to qualify for a mortgage at that point in time. But I mean,
Yes.
it's just yeah. But if you're buying and selling in the same time, it's kind of a wash, really, right? Like it's
It
either
doesn't make a difference. Like these guys that
no,
I just talked about, they
right?
bought their next home for about $250,000 less than they would have
But
paid otherwise.
yeah,
I sold
exactly.
my own listing in that area for $1.2 million. That was the listed price. But when we listed at 1.2 million, we were expecting to sell it at $1.4 million. So
Wow,
everyone actually, it's same market. You sell high, you buy high. You sell low, you buy
exactly.
low. Those formula
Yeah,
that sell low and buy high, sorry, buy low and sell high is not that applicable in all the markets. It's a kind of very slippery situations. This is how the
yeah.
housing market has been going on. So these people are happy because they got what they wanted, and
Well,
they only had to put down $170,000 more to move into $1 million home, which we closed just on 18th of this month. It's like
right.
4 days we closed it. They moved in today. But
Oh,
yeah, so
nice.
$380,000 is an average selling price in Saskatoon. That's what I'm looking at on Kriya website.
What is it? Sorry. Okay.
$383,700
Yeah.
average composite market price. It includes everything. I think this is the benchmark price, not really
Yeah.
the average price. The
Yeah. Well,
benchmark from
you know,
HPI.
I'm got an appointment to go to here, and I'm going into an area that's probably like a $230,000 listing, and it's 1,080 square foot bungalow, built in the late '70s, and it's got a single attached garage.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it all depends on location. As location. But going back to the
Absolutely.
pricing, and it's when the market shifts like this, Paul. I think it's really important for us as real estate professionals to educate the consumers. Now is the time to to upgrade a home, if you're looking to upgrade, to go from that 1,000 square foot house to a 2,000 square foot house, yes, you're not going to get that, what you thought you were going to get 2 months ago for that, what you could have got 2 months ago, but that same house that you're going to is it's come down in value, and a dollar for dollar it's going to be a much bigger drop in the
Yeah,
2,000 square foot house. So we just have to keep singing the song kind of thing, and hopefully be able to help people as we go.
really. Well, I totally agree with what you're saying. This is how it has to be. But hey, Mark Kemp, thank you very much. I know you are running short on your time. We spent a lot of time trying to figure out how to connect this line, but eventually now you have it. So you can use this line anytime, even when I'm presenting program. When you decide to jump in, you just have to click the same link and you will be back here.
Ah, look at you go.
That link stays there forever. I'm trying to
Perfect.
gather a panel of some accomplished people like yourself on Friday and talk about how market is doing rounds. I just wanted to hear different jurisdiction, people's perspective. They may not be in this industry, but maybe a commoner can shed their side of, you know,
Yeah,
thinking, what they're thinking, what's scaring them, and all those things. But the market is definitely not bad. It is equally good today as well. So
yeah.
that's it. You have
Well,
to say
I thank
something
you.
before we end this session.
I just wanted to thank you once again for allowing me in and sharing conversation with you, Paul. It's been great.
Thank you very much, Cam, once again. I look forward to hosting you once again. Whenever you are ready, please just shoot me a line. If you have listings, we can always push them on our portal here. Like you're looking at the screen, there are listings that are like a kind of feed is pumped into the software and they
Yeah,
keep showing there.
that's
So
amazing. You never stop amazing me, Paul. You never. Good for you.
I'm fascinated by how those big TV channels run their broadcasting, and I overloaded my system that my GPU is struggling to keep up. So after this broadcast, I'm going to go out and buy a higher rated GPU or display card unit so the system doesn't crash on me. So this
Oh,
computer is only for broadcasting, nothing else. I don't use it for any other purpose. But nice,
I
I'm happy that you like this setup. And you will hear your broadcast very soon. It will be on YouTube, social media, Facebook like LinkedIn, Twitter. It goes couple places. So I hope
nice.
people get enlightened with your wisdom and they come back to you. Thank you very much once again. Take care.
All right. Take care, Paul. Thank you.
You're welcome, sir. So you just heard Cam Bird speaking from Saskatoon. If you need any help selling your property in Saskatoon, please give Cambird a call at 306-221-0654. He is a very seasoned realtor and a highly professional person, I must say that. You will definitely find the best transaction from him and he will not be undersold if you are a seller. Thank you very much for watching this show. We'll be back after this short break. Are you looking for a reliable legal office that can handle your closing in the most effective manner? If yes, please get in touch with Rakesh Joshi at 416-213-8600. Joshi Law Office provides all the legal advices about real estate law, business law, immigration laws, notarization and affidavits, wills and trust. Give them a call today, 416-213-8600. Are you looking for reliable immigration services? If yes, contact Sukhi Paul at 647-296-4575 or office phone number 905-790-8877. They are located at 219-220 at 7956 Torban Road. It's right at the intersection of Torban Road and Steeles Avenue West. Contact them for all kind of visa services. Finding an honest and diligent insurance and investment advisor is a rarity these days. If you are looking for great advice, contact Mr. Bhupendra Mane, who is the regional director of Cosmos Financial Center. They are located at Union number 830 Top Flight Drive, Mississauga. The phone number to call is 647 448 6229. Give them a call today. Is your business suffering from performance? If yes, it is the right time to call Ravinder Duggi at 416-807-7986. She will find out the weak points and the points where the performance issues are paramount and help you fix those issues. Give her a call today. Do not be late. Are you looking to buy or sell your home or any commercial real estate? If yes, call me today at 647-333-2273 or 647-328-3279. I provide services in real estate and mortgages. I am mortgage broker with Akal Mortgages Inc., where when we say yes, we stand behind our promise. Reach out to me today. Do you want to shop right without burning your pockets? If yes, please visit Monisha Discount Warehouse at 377 Bumthorpe Road, East Mississauga, Ontario. They are the best. They have all kind of Indian, Pakistani and other local stuff that you can buy at literally throwaway prices. Contact them at 905-361-0773. Monisha Discount Warehouse. D.P. Jain is a well-known name in the fields of accounting. You can contact him today at his cell number 416-305-0080 or his office number 905-790-9327. Once you start working with him, you will never want to leave him. He is 5-star professional. Call him today. D.P. Jain Professional Corporation. PC24 RE-TV is heard over so many different channels. If you want to promote your business for free, call me at 647-333-2273. You can also send your artwork to contact@paulcheema.com. We are here to be partners in your business success. 647-333-2273.